Okay, we're here outside in beautiful Dongguan discussing the lesson that Ben, my mentor, has watched. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So this is just like discussing the lesson, how it went, and so on, and then I guess also linking it to like the plan and how it relates to that, and how we could sort of like move forward from there. So maybe we could just go through the lesson, like how did you think it went? You know, now that you've kind of
It felt very crammed. Like there was too much. That I'd spread myself too thin. There was a lot of me talking, a lot of me do. There's a lot of I do, but not a lot from them to do. You understand?
Yeah.
And we didn't get as much done in. It wasn't as productive as I'd have wished.
Yeah.
The rap battle was a great idea, theoretically, but it didn't work as well to cover the standards as I thought it could have. And also, you know, the whole informal formal language thing needed a fresh look at that if I was to do it again.
That idea from that point of view.
From that perspective, we needed a fresh idea. If you were going to do it on reading, it would probably be better. If we were doing a rap battle, it would be better to be doing a reading standard rather than a speaking standard, I'd have thought, like you said to me previously.
Yeah, because they were engaging with text actually there.
Yes, this is right.
So if it was a reading standard, it may have actually hit the standard more.
Indeed.
Because they were engaging with text. Whereas, but I mean, let's look at some of the strengths in terms of like perhaps the Kahoot and how that was linked to previous activities that you'd done.
It's good that this unit is a continuation from previous stuff that I've done, but at the same time it's new to a certain extent. You know, they've covered the scene before, but they haven't like covered this aspect of it. You know, and then it's got definite areas to move into as well. You know, where we cover like the language used, or we cover like scene transitions and things like this. What worked, I think, classroom management was good. I think the brainstorming or the session in which we covered previous what happened in the previous scene, because it helped them to have an understanding of like transitions. But what else worked? I think.
So talking about the maybe the classroom management and the way you sort of work with the students, the rapport. I noticed there was quite a lot of, you know, the kids would definitely seem they were enjoying themselves. You know, this was like a happy space to be. There was laughter, there was, you know, smiles. It seemed like they were very kind of happy to be there, and there was like a very good rapport that you had with the kids. Like it seemed to have been. You know, you definitely have a good relationship with them.
I've found definitely with that classroom a lot more, you know, being strict with them just makes them close up, you know. We have a couple of students in there, and this was mentioned in my feedback previously, that are very difficult to keep under control, and I give them the chance to sit together, and then they prove, and I literally give them the chance every lesson, and every lesson they have to be separated, but I still want to give them that chance to be able to have a productive lesson without me separating them. But you know, is it worth it for the interruption of time? Probably not, but I want to give them the chance, you know.
So if we go to the beginning of the lesson, there was that I think recap and brainstorm that you wanted them to engage with the
previous work,
right, that they'd done, and that would build on, you know, I guess
this is building on to the next scene which we're studying just now, like that we're going to be doing in the rap battle. They've already looked at this scene previously. They've watched the performance of it, and they've already read through it. Some of them are going to be performing it. They've had a initial, I'd say 50% of them are going to be performing it towards the end of the semester. This is why we're doing all the different studies in this scene itself. But I think I need to make it more on the macro than the micro when it comes to scene transitions and things like this. They need to understand the play a little better before we go into full analysis of the scene, I think.
Okay, so sort of maybe, okay.
Because we're studying language, and we're studying things like this, but they only have a rough idea of what happens, of what the themes and the content of the play are. So it makes it more difficult, I think, for them to grasp the knowledge.
Yeah, so maybe thinking ahead, something to do, so
I'll start looking at transitions for the next lesson and start pushing the different scenes, moving into different scenes, and this will really help them to understand, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah. I
Okay.
think that's and I guess you could find some standards that also relates to perhaps
Yeah,
in terms
definitely.
of comprehension and that
There's
kind of
there's a
thing.
lot of them for reading and for comprehension. Yeah. So we're up to 5 minutes. Okay,
Good.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.